Welcome back. I'm going to try to make this truck unholy. So, project starting today, theoretically starting, because I really haven't done shit with it. I've been intimidated by this. I mean, look at this shit. I'm not a body guy. And I weld good enough for me usually, but this goddamn nightmare right here, I mean, you already see we've got this front panel in that I got to grind down and clean up. So we haven't done shit to this side yet. There's no reason to grind on any of this until it's all done, right? So that's going to stay that way until we're ready. And right now he's coming and marked this. So he's about to cut this out. As you can tell, he's going to take his mark wherever he's got to make it. Let's see, our body seam's here. So he's got that marked here. We should be able to replace this, hopefully without too much problem. That little bitty spot right there should be fairly doable. I can, probably do that on my own. If he doesn't get to it, it doesn't matter. But all this, to get all this in here, and we actually have a body line up here that if he wants to go up there, he can. If he goes here, it's whatever. And, you just get to where it's, God, it's just so bad. I mean, you've got all this crap that, it's got to come out if you want it right. I'm not mad at you patina guys. I'm not a patina guy. I like it when it's your shit that's patina. I'm like, oh, that's cool. When it's mine, I keep stuff for a long time. Rust keeps rusting. You can neutralize it, whatever, in time. I find that it still does its thing. So this, you've done seen him once. So this is, what do you?
RJ's Fab.
RJ's Fab.
Yeah.
So his name's Richard. So this is Mr. Johnson here. So RJ's Fab is what he's calling it. He does his thing on the side after work. Same thing I was doing with this shop when I was running it, building people's stuff. Just got burnt out. So
my slogan is, I ain't trying to get rich. I just need streetcar parts.
That is right. So this is extra money to fund his toys. He's got a big block Nova that's, he's transmission right now. He's had some issues. So I've got him. He took my referral for a guy named Matthew Exner out here in the east side of Houston that he did my 480. He's done a bunch of other people's transmissions. He knows his shit. He's a good guy too. He's a stand-up dude. So hopefully he'll take it to him, one and done, and be ready to rip some ass downside. Nitrous big blocks are hard on things, but he has not had a transmission yet last more than a couple passes. So this is part of what he does to fund his hobbies. People get to have someone that knows how to weld, mess with their stuff. He's done roll bars, all kinds of roll cages, alteration, swing out bars, turbo kits, header modification. That's, he welds us for a living. So this is his side gig. And the cool part about it being a side gig, he's also my buddy. So I get to hang out with him outside of just doing this shit.
I'm mobile. Yep,
that's right. So if you're in the Houston area, reach out to me or get on Facebook, RJ's Fab, and you should be able to see it's going to have a small following that's just getting started and getting growing. Just like this channel. This channel's like 16 years old. And I've never given a damn to try to promote it. It's just been like, oh, this is my results from this track pass or street racing, whatever I used to do when I was younger and dumber. Now I'm older and less dumb, but still plenty of dumb going on. So project today, like I said, get to introduce you again in case you haven't seen the inner and outer windshield to roof panel repair. I have not seen that online, ever, on YouTube. So I did that one specifically so that I could share it for guys that want to see what's involved. This truck, every time I touch it, I find more rust. And it's getting to where I'm almost done finding rust, thank God. But main issue I had was this right here. When the roof was still on, I was like, what the hell am I going to do with this? So we're going to fix all that. And what we're doing is a guy named Joe that's local. He's actually my brother-in-law's buddy. Now he's my buddy too. Anyway, 149,000 members of the C10 group on Facebook. I guess he knew my name. He's like, hey man, I got a spare parts truck thing going on if you want to take what you want out of it. I was like, oh, I'll come look at it. The truck is way more rusty than mine, but for some reason some of the parts, like up underneath here, like this inside panel is in really good shape. So I needed that. Outside, we've got some issues that we're gonna figure it out, or he's gonna do all that. Probably I'm banging this out right now. I can show you what it looked. It was actually worse on the passenger side than driver's side. So you see how this has been in, they ratchet strapped something to it or whatever, or when they pulled it off the truck, I don't know. So I'm banging that out to get that rail as close as I can. And I'm getting there. I bought a $44 Harbor Freight special dolly kit, and where this actually right about here was over here. I've been beating that out. I'm trying to get this straight, down and over, and we're going to cut this section out. And he's going to weld in some new plate that's going to come up and over, and we will cut channel this channel out. What do you call it? Oh man, the damn drip edge that's going to come out of here. I've got plenty of it all around the truck that I can cut out and use, especially the back here. Because the cool part about the back of this truck and the front windshield actually is going to be, we're thinking the best place to take material, because it doesn't really have much of a curvature. It does, but it's not severe. And underneath here, you see it's legit flat. So this is going to be a really good spot for us to use material to replace on mine. The front edges are trash, but the back edges right here have a nice radius that, if it doesn't match identical, we can still coax it a little bit and it's going to work well enough for us. So I've got extra material here. I've got my main stuff that I need out of this, and he's going to cut all this out of here, put it in there, and I'm just using the dolly to bang stuff out to get it more situated. And heartbreaker time was for me was thinking, oh, I've got to, I'm going to call him. He's going to come help me fix my damn passenger side pile of shit. And then I get over here and look. I didn't realize my damn driver's side's just as goddamn bad. It's not worse, but it's close. And the only thing about this side that's not as bad is it's rusted here, and the rest of this isn't quite as bad as that side. That side is just junk. So, it's either way, still got to replace this side, which is less work for sure. I mean, he'll figure out once he gets what he wants off this. If he cuts this section here and just cut straight up and come over and he grinds down, he might be able to see what's usable. Otherwise, the way I'm seeing it right here, probably, let's see, do the knife poke test, right? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, if he's already in there doing the stuff, maybe he'll do it anyway, but it's, I don't know if he's gonna be able to weld on that. So he'll figure that out from there. Either way, once this side's done, that side's done, and all this trim in here is level and situated. Anyway, I will, from there, once that's done, and this roof trim, this drip edge roof rail, once it's all level, I can get some panel bond, set in my new roof. I do have to fix some little holes right here, no big deal. I mean, the roof being off, that makes my life a little bit easier for that. But the roof will set on, and that'll be that. So this video is particularly covering replacing this rusted crap here and how we're doing it. You can fabricate all this metal if you're a badass metal guy. I'm not. This guy right here is just a badass welding son of a bitch.
I do have a tip.
What? What's your tip?
If you do anything like this,
and you don't want to, and you're scared to call you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do that. Start on the passenger side first.
Yeah.
That's what I told him. I'm starting on the passenger side first.
That's why I said, well, in my mind, I immediately went, if you do the passenger side, you learn from it. When you do the driver's side, the side I'm getting in and out of, it'll look a little better than the passenger side. I don't have to look at that side.
That's the way you do it.
So yeah, I'm gonna cut video. I'm gonna keep banging on this. He's gonna do what he's doing, and I'll update as we keep going, man. And y'all get to see the progress of this 1964 C10 becoming less of a rusty pile of useless shit. I mean, it wasn't useless, but God, it's just so much rust, and it's just gonna be nice when it's done, because it's gonna be a cool truck. It's not gonna be a show truck.
C10 and 2 Novas sitting out your driveway.
See, there we go. We have a
barbecue.
It's gonna be a street truck and 2 race cars.
No, street car.
There's a hole now. It's his fault.
You want the T-tops, right?
All right. We're on day 2 of Richard messing with this pile of shit, and he's playing the puzzle piece game, and so far it's looking like it fits pretty goddamn good, if you ask me. So he's gonna get all that welded up. He's probably thinking he's gonna do the outside, bead that up, that way we can grind the outside, or if we even have to grind the sumbitch, ain't nobody gonna see it. I'll probably clean it up for peace of mind. And the cool part right now, as you can tell, is this color right here, this nasty ass rusty looking color. That is what all this looked like before hitting it with the rust inhibitor. So I'll do the same thing with that. I'll scrub it down first with some 80 grit or whatever, hit it with that, and then all that, I'll be able to paint all that black when it's done, or prime it, seal it, whatever. I'll paint it with, I don't care what color, just to seal it, keep it from rusting. But moving forward a little bit. He spent yesterday getting it in the ballpark. Today he got it trimmed where he wanted it, and now he's got it tacked, and keep on keeping on. Hopefully we'll have the whole thing done today, other side and everything.
Tomorrow.
child labor laws. All right, this is kind of the final of this. Inside's done, ready to be ground down. I am test fitting the roof to see what I do and don't like. Richard used the frame rails I asked him to use off that old cab, and they're all right. This can be trimmed, of course. Trying to determine if I'm gonna leave these rails on or weld in some new ones myself, because it's a straight shot. I can do that comfortably. All this other complex stuff that he did, he's real comfortable with that, and he knocked that out the park. I have so much less work that I have to do, and it was nice to just pay him some money to just get it knocked out instead of losing my damn mind. So that headache's done. Literally to the point now where our bed's off. I am down to literally rust repair mode, and I keep getting distracted by little stuff, but it's fine. But I'm to the point where I'm pretty happy I can literally focus on rust repair without any other distractions for the most part. Because once rust repair is done and I get the body parts all situated, you know, the cab sitting over here, I built a little quick stand out of some spare parts from work to hold that up. Once it's all done, I'll be able to get ready to start bolting stuff together and get ready to put a drive line in. And that's the part I'm looking forward to most, because I'm not a body guy, as I've said a million times. So, like I said, from here, you can see this is sitting in there, and then on the back side, this is sitting out. So both sides need to be trimmed back just a little bit. I'd say, honestly, I could probably do one side or the other, but I think that would be a mistake. I'm gonna do both. I will scribe this with a micrometer on the side, on the front and back, and then everything else should fall into place pretty well, I'm pretty sure. I'm just checking radiuses and see what I may or may not want to change before I add this roof, because once it's on, I ain't no getting it back off without a tremendous amount of work that I don't want to have to do. So, you know, just trying to see if I'm gonna worry about this stuff or not, because I'm already here. So I'm trying to ask myself, do I need to go ahead and cut it off and weld the new one in? I mean, it's gonna eat up time, but if I do that, I'm just tired of my welding machine not really reaching where I need it to. Although without the bed on, I can have a little more wiggle room now, so there's that, so that's nice. But I do need a longer extension cord, so I have a lot of, you know, grinding to do to get all this finished up. But that was the passenger side. Driver side, got some wonderful music going, right? Driver side, same thing. It's you know, looking anyway. Driver side, same thing. It's looking pretty good. I've dollied out a bunch of it, so I'm on the fence right now because it's fairly decent, but I'm just looking at it and I'm trying to ask myself, need to go ahead and mess with it or not, because I'm really just not sure what all has to be done to get this good enough where I'll be truly happy with it. So I'm definitely in thinking mode, because I know I need to get that right, and then I can start grinding and welding, because I've got spots like that. I've opened those up, and right here as well. No big deal, because with the roof off, I can easily cut that out, weld in the new pieces, grind it, and you know, it's not too bad since the actual top of the cab is not on it permanently yet. Once that's on, it's gonna suck. Otherwise, that's just where I'm at, man. So inside's done on this side as well, so now it's no longer a wholly rusty mess. So that is exciting to know that the hard part's all done. So I guess maybe I'll make another video showing how I did the roof. I don't know if I will. I've seen a couple of YouTube videos on that, so I really don't know if I care to have that content, but I do know some people like to see the progress on someone's particular project, so I might shoot something for it. All right.